Pourchot is a big man with flowing red beard. He is well over 6 feet. Blonde hair tumbles across his shoulders. The muscles in his arms are strong from many hundreds of miles of paddling. This salmon, nonetheless, is dragging him up the beach. The fish leaps into the air, thrashes at the river surface, and makes charging runs of such thrust that Pourchot has no choice but to follow or break the line.
And now, as he stood on the hilltop looking eastward toward Talkeetna and places where his Alaskan Jade City might rise, it occurred to me that Willie Hensley, sooner or later, might live in the new capital, in a jade column mansion near the center of the town. I had forgotten all that.
Rich Corazza came into the country in 1974. In Wyoming and Colorado, he had worked in the open, and the attraction held for him by the upper Yukon was unarguably succinct. There ain't no barbed wire up here. Trapping in the winter, gold mining in the summer, he would try whatever the country might offer, but not to take and go. Now, this is the best line that I've lived with. He did not seek a living so much as a life.
I think John McPhee, when he came here, was really interested in Alaska, and I think that enthusiasm just carried through his time.
I just remember this sort of bearded white guy. To me, he was just, I had no idea who he was. I had never heard of him.
During the trip, I gained huge respect for him, just as a person and an author. I mean, he was very meticulous.
I didn't know he was just this phenomenal writer whose mind was, like a trapdoor. He was absorbing literally everything I was saying, and I was blathering on like an idiot.
A lot of things that he said in one line, I could waste a lot of words on, but he said it right.
Alaska's changed. I don't think we're perhaps as naive as I was in 1975.
When we came here, all those people on the river, me included, we came here to taste Alaska, get a real taste of it. It's not the same anymore. That's up to individuals to decide if it's plus or minus, I guess.
Some of the rivers that I've floated in the early 70s, it's been kind of a pleasant surprise that most of the places that I've revisited are largely the same. And probably the same because they're managed and they're protected.
I think every generation worries about whether or not the next one has what it takes to do the job of taking care of the people.
I think we're still a work in progress. I think we have many challenges, but I'm optimistic in the young people coming up. I still think there's an Alaskan story.